Next, now if you talk about the types, this is important. Most commonly in India or in Gulf, you'll find cooling only model. But we have three options. We have three types. First is a cooling only. Second is a heat pump. And third is a heat recovery. So the cooling only means you can understand. It is used for only cooling like a split system or what we discussed till now like package or VRF means only for cooling point where the temperature means in summer like in India and Gulf. But here the next type is a heat pump. So remember heat pump we can use for cooling or heating but not simultaneously, any one at a time. For example, one outdoor is connected to 10 indoors. So all 10 indoors we can use or we can call for only cooling, or all indoors, all 10 indoors we can call for only heating, not say partly cooling, partly heating. For example, in summer we are using all indoor for cooling. In winter we are using all indoor for heating. This is heat pump, but how exactly? We have a detail with the line diagram. Next, we have heat recovery. This, you see, this cooling is a simple version of VRF, but heat recovery is an advanced version of VRF. In that, you'll find heating and cooling simultaneously, or you can go for only cooling or only heating as per the requirement. Take example of a hotel. In hotel room, one customer is calling for cooling, and in other room is calling for heating. So this can be achieved with the heat recovery VRF type, VRF system. But how exactly? We'll discuss in detail. Cooling system you can understand easily. In heat pump, you'll find 4-way reversing switch. And in heat recovery, the advanced type, you'll find 3 pipes. You see point 1 and point 2. Cooling only and heat pump is a 2-pipe system. And the heat recovery is a 3-pipe system. We'll discuss in detail. So what I explained, the same in the images. You see first cooling only. One outdoor, connect with the 4 cassette type FCU. It can be more than that, but it can be of different types, different capacity. And all are cooling, all calling for cooling. This blue or a shade of blue represent cooling. Second, you see heat pump, one outdoor, connect with the multiple indoors. It can use for cooling or heating any one, not both at a time. Next, heat recovery is advanced. You see, 2 call for cooling, 2 call for heating. Or else we can use all for cooling or all for heating in heat recovery mode. So we have a lot of options of flexibility in heat recovery, but at the same time it's a complex system and expensive also compared with the other 2 types. So now we'll discuss of all these types with detail. First, which is commonly in market in Indian market as well as in Gulf, which is a cooling only VRF. Okay, so to understand this concept, I have given this line diagram. This is simple. We already discussed about this split system now, similar to that. But the new thing is, you see, you know the concept, vapor compression refrigeration cycle, the same concept. So what are the components in outdoor? You know, compressor and condenser. But the new point here, you'll find inverter scroll compressor. You'll not find the other types in the VRF, inverter scroll, or it can be a digital scroll, the 2 types. And apart from this, you'll find this EEV, electronic expansion valve, and rest of the concept is same like split. Assume that this outdoor is of 6 TR and this is indoor one, say high wall. This can be cassette and this also high wall, or it can be a same type, whatever. Just I'm giving the idea because we can use the same type or it can be different type. So 6 TR means, for example, I'm considering this is 2 TR, this also 2 TR, and here also 2 TR. It can be here 3 TR, then 4, 5, 6. It can be 3 TR, 1 TR, 2 TR. It can be different as per the required capacity of different spaces. Suppose this is in room 1, this is in room 2, this is in room 3. Depend as per the requirement. So you see the cycle starts from the compressor. You know the cycle, compressor, then condenser, then expansion and evaporate. And the important point here, in a split system, in the new models, you know this, the expansion is in outdoor unit, right? But in the VRF cooling only model, you'll find expansion in indoor only. because we have multiple indoors now. We cannot place this expansion in the outdoor unit. This is one point. And the expansion is of automatic type. So you see electronic expansion valve. And this electronic expansion valve have a communication cable to this outdoor control microprocessor control unit. And this microprocessor control unit have a link with the VFD, and this is having link with the compressor. So it's a complete with the control system. It's not just simple one. In the outdoor, if you open the outdoor of VRF, you'll find a big motherboard like in PC you'll find the motherboard, that is a small one. So you'll find a big motherboard, you'll find the control processor, a lot of things, and that is used for the communication between the indoor and outdoor. So electronic expansion valve have a communication cable to this outdoor control microprocessor control unit, and that link with the VFD drive, and the VFD drive link with the compressor. So what will happen? For example, all these 3 rooms machine is on, for example. So the compressor will run at a full load and supply the refrigerant to all this indoor unit. And this all electronic expansion valve is fully open. After say 15 minutes or half an hour, room 1 attain the temperature. And you know this, already discussed, na? You'll find the thermistors and you'll find a bulb at the evaporator side. That same example at the time of window AC. So you know all these units control the compressor by what? By return air temperature. Na? For some time the return air temperature is same as what you set. For example, in room 1 I set say 23 degrees centigrade. After some time in the return also 23. So this sensor, nothing but the thermistor, that bulb, will continuously monitor the return air temperature and give the signal to this electronic expansion valve. And this electronic expansion valve have link with the outdoor unit with the communication that we used to call communication cable, nothing but a cable which is used to send the signal. So if the temperature is attained, what will happen? The electronic expansion valve will close, or as the temperature decreases in the room, it will start closing. And when the temperature attains, it will assume that it's completely closed. And this is sending the signal to this outdoor unit. No? And according to that, automatically the compressor speed will reduce. And reducing the compressor speed will reduce the flow of refrigerant or the volume of refrigerant. So we used to call this system as VRF or VRB. Yeah. Okay. And the same thing happened as per the load demand inside the spaces or inside the building. Okay, very simple concept. But this can be achieved precisely with the control units. Within seconds, the compressor must reduce the speed, or else if the pressure in the line increases, means what will happen? The system may fail, the leakages. So this is a precise type of system. Even the commissioning on site, they will do with the software. So precise control is required, and the length of the pipe, even the pipe sizing, we have a complete procedure for pipe sizing, and that too again a software base. We have a separate topic for pipe sizing for this. And you'll find the rough net, nothing but rough net means, for example, here is outdoor. From the outdoor, this line connect to one indoor, and the line will continue. So this fitting is called rough net, REFNET, rough net. We have another name also. You'll find in the next page. Most commonly in actual practice, we used to call this fitting as rough net. Again, it will continue. Again, you'll find the fitting, and this will connect to another indoor. This will continue. So this is a rough net. So I'll show you one drawing also, in that you'll find more details. At this level, just I'm giving the idea about the concept, how the system works. Okay. So I think you got the idea how this cooling only VRF system works. Next, we have few points to discuss. Then we'll move to the heat pump VRF system. You see this cooling only, this is only for cooling. Variable speed scroll compressor, as we discussed. Simple version of VRF compared with the heat recovery type. Next, commonly used in India and Gulf region. Next, it uses EEV, electronic expansion valve, and according to the requirement, it will operate. It can on and off, or it can modulate. Next, communication cable between this EEV and the control unit of the outdoor, and energy efficient compared with the split of a normal compressor. And apart from this, we have list of other advantage that we'll discuss all together after completing all these three types. Okay, so this is only for the cooling only type.